great. Next, we've got Fang, who's going to be talking to us a bit about the NMSDC Global Programs Overview. I can say myself that I was not aware, as an NMSDC member from years and years and years ago, that I wasn't even aware that there was a global programs at the level and the complexity that it is right now. And so I'm so excited to be able to share, or really just introduce to all of you, Ms. Fang, who's going to walk us through that. Ms. Fang, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, let me share your slides here. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Oscar. Thank you, Malika, and thank you, Keith, for the invitation to have this opportunity to give a quick overview of NMSDC's global programs for our cohort families here. Good afternoon, everyone. So as Oscar said, not many people have heard about this global program at NMSDC. I am, we'll talk about more, but right now I'm leading the global programs from NMSDC. And Oscar, you can go to the next one. So it's actually, the global program is not new for NMSDC, believe it or not. Over a decade ago, NMSDC's leadership already recognized the needs for going global for our corporate members as well as MBEs. So they reach out to 5 markets in Canada, UK, China, Australia, and South Africa, and incubated similar entities in those markets. And we send the trade missions delegations there, share the best practices, even took corporate members with us, and who some of them are still on the board of these brother and sister organizations in those markets. So they are, after years of steady growth, they have been fantastic. They have been the portal to help the US MBEs and corporate members in the technical assistance in getting into their market. So the reason that you haven't heard about it is through the leadership change during NMSDC. The global program was there, but almost dormant, at least not in the front row. So starting from last year in 2023, in the new leadership, who was actually in the delegation to set up MSD China, recognized the needs again, and then she decided to revitalize the global program initiative with the support of the NMSDC's board. So next page, Oscar, please. And since then, we have restored, deepened our relationship with the 5 legacy partners, as well as building 4 new partnerships with India, with Brazil, with Chile, and for the first time, with a non-certifying entity, ITA, under the Department of Commerce. And then next page, please. So the global program is here to serve the both key stakeholders of NMSDC, the corporate members as well as MBEs. And as you can see, there are some immediate values they find. They are asking us every day for corporate members. They wanted to be able to share, learn from the peers, and share the best practice on how to set up and expand their global program, right? How to, one of the key projects we're working on this year is how to standardize some guidelines for the global spend reporting and benchmarking, right? That would help companies, corporations who are spending nowadays globally but not counting them, and then give that help a guideline. And of course, as they expand globally, we also help them to identify some global supplier. That could be the global suppliers from those local markets, from new markets, but also largely from the US MBEs, that they can take the US MBEs with them when they are going global, right? And then sometimes when there's a new market, we don't even have a global partner. On the case by case, we can gather the insight and analysis to help them enter some new markets. For MBEs, like I said, the opportunities trickle down as the global partners, as the corporate members expand globally, so that they have the more opportunity to go global with them. Also doing business with global companies in local markets as we build our global partners. And they can connect with a global capital. They can connect with a global partner and learn more about local resources and regulations and help get the technical assistance from our global partners. And of course, global branding and marketing is a big need for both, and the global program for NMSDC also provide that as a platform. And there are two initiative opportunities. One is a global business network, and the other is a trade mission. I'm going to talk more in depth shortly. Next, Oscar. Thank you. Although we have a small team at NMSDC to work on the global program, we have a group of experts and leaders to serve and guide us through the Global Link Advisory Council. As you can see it, many of them have been with NMSDC on the global initiative for years and years. And some of them even bring their own resources from their companies to help us to form the subcommittees. And next page, Oscar, to form the 6 subcommittees that work specifically on the values we identify. So these are the working groups and that are laser focused on the value, on the result. So trust us that a global program that we're revitalizing is keeping everyone's value in mind and hopefully serve your needs as you go global as well. So next page, please. So there are 3 opportunities and initiatives I would like to highlight today that under the NMSDC's global program for your takeaways. And one is global trade mission. Again, this is also not new. If you haven't heard about it, this has been the tradition, and we restored it last year. And we took 2 delegations, one to India to attend the G20 and B20 summit. And it was a really high level summit that we can talk about supplier diversity, this unique invention from the US on a very profile platform at G20 to set up the leadership and movement. And next one, the second delegation we took last year was to Amsterdam to attend the very first European Supplier Diversity Conference. And this year, next page, we're going to take another group of people to Australia and New Zealand. This is coming up next month from August 19th to August 30th. And we have reserved 12 spots, 6 for MBE, 6 for corporates to go with us. We're still in the final selection process, and you can see some industries and sectors that our partners in these 2 countries are highlighting for us, but these are not exclusive. Even if you're not falling into this, if you feel like there are agriculture or tourism related industry that you're interested in joining, let us know. These are open to NMSDC certified MBE and corporate members. So if you haven't, we encourage you to certify and engage with us. And next year, we have identified Mexico as the top market for us to focus on. So if this aligns with your company's strategy, market, we have an interest form at the end of this presentation where you can sign up to receive the regular updates related specifically on the global program. And next is the second opportunity I would like to highlight, which is a global component at the key events at NMSDC. You all probably know the 3 key events from NMSDC throughout the year are Minority Business Economic Forum in May. We had it in Seattle this year, and the upcoming Business Diversity Leadership Summit in July in Pittsburgh this year, and Annual Conference and Exchange, which is our largest events, which usually happens in October in Atlanta this year. So you'll notice the more and more integrated global component at the key events at NMSDC. And you'll be able to attend breakout workshops to learn more about the benchmarking, the guidelines for corporate members, but also the government or resources existing that help your global expansion. There is also an international reception, which is invitation-based only, exclusive reception right before the general reception, and some breakout networking where you can also meet our global partners and the delegations and other like-minded peers. And next, the last opportunity I wanted to highlight is that platform, that group I was mentioning. We call it a Global Business Network. So we understand global program is not for every corporate member or every MBE. Some of you guys have the presence, some of you guys have the aspiration. So those are the folks that we wanted to identify through this interest form so that we can communicate with you, we can share the most relevant resources with you. So if you haven't, you can sign up on this interest form so that we have you on our distribution list. And we have a quarterly newsletter we share with you, and we have our regular communication specifically for a global program, and we can communicate with you. And we're hoping to set up some convening this year already, but if not, at latest the next year, we want to have a regular virtual convening through this Global Business Network, where you can meet some global corporates, like for example, Intel. They are looking for suppliers in India, right? So we can learn about what's their global program, what's the focus market, what industries that are looking for, and meet with global partners to learn more about their initiative or their global regulation, their probably policy advantage right now, and hot trend. And you can learn more from other experts about resources and opportunities, and most important, meet with each other. So this gathering we wanted to design to be able to translate into the cash and deal for our MBs through this network. So that's the 3 opportunities I highlight. Again, these are the resources available for NMSDC certified MBs and corporate members. We do wanted to encourage you, if you haven't certified, to certify and then get engaged with us. If you have any questions or if you are interested in any of these opportunities, please contact me in the last page. And my coworker, Oscar, at the Global Programs at nmsdc.org. Thank you again for the opportunities. We look forward to serving you.